Hello. So, Aiden's been out for about 3 months now, and I thought I wanted to do, because I thought it'd be good to like kind of follow up because there's a couple of use cases that have kind of like become apparent for him. Like he's good in like guild raids and stuff. Like you can help Maya tank in like guild raids, certainly on the lower levels. But like the other thing that like Spawn Flames though, this helps a tank survive. Kind of pretty much combines their health pools. And this is actually turning out to be kind of a good ability versus Iris. Like I've actually been testing this in a fight. I had to fight some fights. Where is Arena? Right here. So you see this team here. I actually lost here. Usually the Trinity twins can beat Iris teams, but with Nebula next to Iris, actually she was doing a bit too much damage. So I'll show you this, and then I'll show you what happens if I put Aiden in here. Right, like this Iris just like said that the Nebula boost, she's just doing way too much damage, and we actually fell pretty quickly here. Usually we could beat an Iris team like that with Trinity Twins, but not next to Nebula apparently. But I followed it up. This time I replaced Sebastian with Aiden, and we actually get a win. Like I said, still a close win, but it was a win. Right, like I said, having the difference of just having Aiden versus having Sebastian there. Like, so we don't really need Sebastian there because there's no status effects. But this ended up being a win. So this is something that I want to investigate a bit more because we can definitely see that there is apparently some value to using Aiden versus Iris there. My Aiden's not max, so he's kind of weak. So if we have a stronger Aiden, so let's try some like max testing here. So that was Alvanor, Nebula, Iris, who's probably at the very bottom. Iris is the very, very bottom. Had Aurora. And then they had Martha. All right, so we try this. All right, so I think those are the pets they were using. I might have got this wrong, but that's fine. Point is, well, this will be good for illustration purposes. So if we try, don't want Satori, want Celeste. So we'll try Aiden and Krista Lars. Krista Lars. Try this. All right, well, this is a pretty good win. That was actually pretty convincing. So let's just go with the regular Trinity and see how well that does. And then we'll try some different teams, like with and without Aiden, see how that goes. Like, Aiden could be possibly like a really good, like, Iris counter. Like, usually Trinity Twins is pretty good versus Iris. All right. So we're actually just win here, so. But Aurora did die. Like, we did get a bit better results, but let's try some different teams. Like I said, Twins are usually good for Cyrus. I could have just been a fluke that I lost that one fight. Could have been a bad dodge roll or something. So let's try Arachnemaya here. Arachne. Maya. And Celeste. And we'll try some different Irish teams too. Like this is just one that we saw in the thing here. We could probably play slower though. Right, he said. And so Bitey does, when Bitey comes around, he does physical damage. So you have a chance dodging that. And that could also have been a reason for the loss in the arena where we just had a bad dodge roll and Lars died quickly or something. I think it was Lars died quickly, didn't get an ult off. All right, well, Arachnemaya's definitely doing their work here. They're stunning the crap out of them. Yeah, we'll probably, so we'll try this with out Aiden here, and then like I said, we'll try this. Then we'll put in a different iris line and see if we can find like an iris line that is, like I said. But it does look like Aiden can help you versus Iris. Arachnemia. Like I said, there's no Sebastian in this line, so that's also kind of dubious, but like Arachnemia will probably walk over that line just because there's no Sebastian. Okay. Yeah, I need something else like heroes that can do a bit more damage. Because honest, this team doesn't really feel like it's being able to take advantage of Iris as much as it needs to be. So we'll try some different teams with Iris here. So let's pull in. Okay. We'll put in. So Iris. Try something like this. Ah, hit the wrong one, I said. Boom. And you'd put that there. Let's try something like this. Let's see how well that goes. This is probably also an easy win for the twins, though. I probably should use one with, like, Rufus or something. So we'll try this, see how well this goes to the twins. Like, this is probably an easy win with the Trinity twins, though, so it's probably not a good testing team. Because Iris is just really good versus the twins, so we should probably put, like, Anvari. I should have put in Anvari. Like I said, this will be an easy win, so... Yeah. Okay. Well, actually, this could be a timeout. Look at that. We're going to time out because of Oliver Patron. All right, so there we go. This actually might be an okay test because we're actually going to time out to Oliver Patron. So let's see what happens if we can drop Sebastian for Aiden here. All right, so no Sebastian. We'll do Celeste, Aiden, and Crystal Lars. All right, and then we'll probably try Iris in like a Rufus team. Oh yeah, look at that. Nobody died. So that was a much better, like I said, it was a win and nobody died. So yeah, so Aiden does seem like he has a lot of potential here. So Flair's Iris. Where's Rufus? So Sebastian, we want Sebastian, Rufus. Okay. All right, and probably Arachne. Arachne, I did not want to Astrid. I said Arachne. See, actually, you'd probably want Biscuit on Iris in a situation like this because you're using Arachne. So you want Iris to help strip patronage. Or, sorry, Ode to Serenity. If you want Biscuit Patron on Iris to strip Ode to Serenity, that's what I mean to say. Alright, so this is actually going to be a much more complicated fight. Alright, so who do we use to try to... So we can't really just run Trinity Twins here like normal. You have Arachne, you have Anvar, you have Rufus, so you'd have to try something a bit different. So let's try... where's Morgan? So we'll try this team here. I think this team's going to lose, though. So this is going to take some creative stuff. But we might have to drop Celeste for Aiden. We'll see how that works. Probably if my next one here, but we'll see how this works. Alright, Aurora's down. My whole team's stunned. Morgan's down. Alright, well, that was pretty efficient. So that was a said. Right, Iris destroyed me there. Like I said, that's part of why I use Lars versus Iris. Lars is a pretty good counter to Iris. Like you can always use Rufus versus Iris, but I don't have Rufus developed. But Aiden's like I said, we're kind of looking for Aiden use cases, so it's one of those heroes who's been interesting. So we'll try Aiden here, and we'll probably stick with the other ones here. Could do chorus. I think Merlin's gonna make more sense. So we'll try this. See how this works. And there could be a case to be made to use like Oliver Patron on Aurora. We could try that on the next one, then use like Kane on Yasmin here. Right, Yasmin picked Iris early this time too, which there's a lot of randomness there, but Aurora's holding up really well. But this is probably not going to be the best test, but let's speed this one up. This is going to be a win, so let's try this same line again, see, like I said, what happens if we get a different pick. But that was pretty good, like without Celeste even. That was pretty good. That was actually pretty impressive. I said, I'm... like I said, we're just going to run the same one because it worked so well, like, honestly. Okay, well, maybe it's just going to be how that goes. Oh, Iris didn't die this time, though. Alright, well, Aurora did die that time, so... Alright, so this could be a bit of randomness there. Like, Yasmin has a lot of randomness to her, though, so... Okay, so... inconclusive on that. But we'll try Oliver Patron. Because we don't really need... I mean, dodge helps versus... No, that's not what we want. Aiden. Dodge helps versus... the bitey stuff, but not really anything else. So that looks good. Well, Rufus went down quick. Alright, we're gonna make one more change to the line here. We're gonna use Martha on the defending team. Because there's no real healer, so... But that was some interesting data, though, so let's try... Martha. And we'll bring Arachne in again. Arachne's such a good hero. I think you do want Biscuit there, though. Just to kind of open up stuns. So, let's try Yasmin, Aiden. Sebastian Morgan. Well, this team's totally destroying the defending team. Okay, so let's see. Let's see how well this does with Celeste. But like that is one use case I've definitely noticed for Aiden. Like it just seemed like Aiden was helping get some wins versus some of these Iris teams, like a bit easier. Certainly, like some of those earlier tests definitely showed some value there. Of course, if you get a quick Iris pick like this, though, then shouldn't be a problem. But that is one of the things about Yasmin. She is a bit random, so Yasmin's probably not the best test, but those kinds of like Arachne Rufus teams, I do find Yasmin very good for them. At least as long as they don't have Helios. Alright, well, let's see if we can find Morgan. Alright, let's try this. See if we can see what happens if we don't get an early Iris pick, or maybe she's just always going to get an early Iris pick here. Yeah, trying to find like a good test, but we did have some pretty good results in the earlier ones. Morgan is pretty good for Arachne. We'll have to try one more team that's just gonna. We really just need to find a team that's hard. But then again, I've kind of said Iris isn't the best defender. So maybe this isn't that relevant. But I just noticed that in the arena where I used Aiden, like I said, there are certain cases, though, it does seem like Aiden is a good counter to Iris. And Aiden might be a good defender, especially because I've seen Iris being used on attack more. So Aiden might be an option for a defending team. Like, let's say... So let's try some different something. Let's go with Aiden on defense over Celeste. Let's try something different here. Let's try the twins on defense. Let's see. Let's try something different. Like try Aiden here. We'll see. Like if we were gonna attack, right? We'd probably use Iris and Isaac maybe. Use Isaac, Iris. Don't know. Maybe you would just attack with like that. I mean, all those other variations are probably valid too. Oh, Celeste goes way up there. Okay, it's fine. Bring in Thea. Probably Jews, since they're gonna be. Something like that. See how this goes. And you might want more on Isaac. Okay. Alright, looks like that's not going to be that relevant there. Isaac's pretty good, so versus like teams like that. Let's see. So maybe we'll just try something else. Let's try a Arachnomia here. Try Arachnomia with Aiden. Probably want Biscuit here. Probably want that here. Okay, let's try that. Oh, wrong side. Haha, did the wrong button. That's fine. We'll test like this, I guess. I don't know. That did not mean I meant to set this as a defending team, so we'll have to reset it, but that's fine. We can run it through, have fun with it. Okay, so let's try setting a defending team. Arachnomia. With Aiden. That looks good. Okay, let's see. So, Iris. I don't know. Would you bring Isaac here? Probably not. It's mostly pure damage. You probably wouldn't try Isaac there. We can try Holy Trinity. Don't really. You would probably use Oliver here. Maybe. What would you use? Definitely use that. Kind of feel like maybe wouldn't use Iris or Yasmin there. Yasmin would be pretty good though. Maybe we'd bring in like a second healer like Martha or something. Just try to bring in damage here. Kind of sad. We want to do testing. We want to take out some of these other variables. Make sure we're testing Iris versus Aiden here. All right. Well, that didn't really help there, so it's kind of inconclusive. Like there did definitely seem those early tests. There definitely did seem to be some use there, but this was a pretty big route. So even with all of her patrons, she still fell pretty quickly. But Iris is pretty good versus just like pretty much every like tank, or really pretty much everything. Against Rufus, you could bring in Morgan, counter Rufus the normal way with Morgan. Though, like I said, so it's just like that defense is kind of a lost cause, but I just found that interesting, and that was something to test. And Aiden does have some protection versus Iris. Like there's probably, like I said, there does seem to be some relevance here. Like these kind of lanes, like we did see like with the twins, dropping Sebastian against ones that don't have control heroes, did seem to get more consistent results. So that is definitely a use case. This video is long enough though, so we're going to end it here. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. And if you want to know more about Aiden, you should see one of my previous videos down below. Thanks for watching.